Welcoming you to my 8th tutorial of Pascal programming language. In our last tutorial, we learned the loops of Pascal, which are for do loop, repeat until loop, and while do loop. Today we are going to dive deeper into repeat until loop and while do loop. Both of the loops might look similar, but it has a couple of differences to address. Come on, let's learn it together today. For program which asks the user to print certain string 3 times, we have both repeat until and do while loop. Here on screen I have shared flowcharts for both of the loops, and in flowchart itself you can see a difference. We will learn about it further. Before that, have a look at the flowcharts. And here I have shared the code of the same program written in Pascal language. Here you can see the difference of both of its syntax and how we code them in Pascal. Repeat until loop executes the statements inside loop before checking the condition. Unlike that, while do loop never executes the statements inside the loop before checking the condition. And another important difference between them is repeat until loop repeats the loop only if the condition is false. Unlike that, while do loop repeats the loop only if the condition is true, which indirectly means repeat until loop stops when the condition becomes true, but while do loop stops only when the condition becomes false. Now let's dig more into this piece of code. In this program, first initializing the variable num1 as it is 0, and we are initializing the loop here. First, I am telling the loop to print programming is fun, and then I am telling it to add a number to the value of the variable num1 consists. After that only, I am asking the loop whether it satisfies the condition. As far as the condition is false, the loop will continue working, which means it will repeat executing the statements inside the loop. If you look into the variable num1 is going to have throughout the program, you might be able to understand this better. During the first execution, the num1 value will be 0 and it will display programming is fun, and then it will add a number to it, and then it will check the condition whether it satisfies. Since the value is 0, answer for the condition will be no, which will activate the loop. That's how it will go on. On the second execution it will be 1, then on third it will be 2, and on the fourth it will be 3. Once the value becomes 3, it will check the condition, which is whether the number 3 is greater or equal to 3. As 3 is equals to 3, answer for it will be yes, and the loop will stop working as the condition becomes true. Now I am moving to the next topic, hoping you all understood this. Now let's analyze the code of while do loop for the same program. At our first glance, we can clearly see while do loop asks whether the condition is true at the beginning of the loop itself. As I said earlier, while do loop only allows the statements inside the loop to be executed only when the condition becomes true. It will be 0 at first. As 0 is less than 3, it will print the string and then it will add a number to it. Again, it will check and will go on like that until it is 3. At that point, program will ask whether the number 3 is less than 3. As the answer will be no and the condition becomes false, the program will come out of the loop, which means the loop will stop repeating the statements inside the loop. Okay, that's all for today. Hoping you all understood the difference between repeat until and while do loops. If you have any questions or suggestions or any ideas to improve, feel free to drop them in the comments box or mail me. Until I see you in my next video, happy coding!